Meta is building a cloud business. Yes, the same company that owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp is about to take on Amazon, Microsoft, and Google in the cloud computing wars. And they're spending more money than you can possibly imagine to do it. Let's dive in. If you follow tech news, you know Meta has been on an AI spending spree like nothing we've ever seen. But here's the problem: they build way more AI computing power than they actually need. So Mark Zuckerberg made a bold move. Instead of letting those thousands of expensive AI chips sit idle, Meta is launching their own cloud business to sell access to that excess compute. Think of it like Airbnb for data centers. And the numbers involved are absolutely mind-blowing. Let's talk about the scale of Meta's infrastructure investment. As of early 2026, Meta committed a staggering $182.9 billion to AI infrastructure. That's billion with a B. They're building massive data centers in Louisiana and Ohio. And get this, Zuck himself described the Ohio facility as, quote, the size of Manhattan. That data center is expected to come online later this year. To put that in perspective, Meta is spending more on AI infrastructure than most countries' entire GDP. But here's the catch: unlike Amazon or Microsoft, Meta doesn't have a cloud business to sell that compute to customers. Until now. Meta isn't the first company to find itself with too much AI compute. In May of 2026, Elon Musk's SpaceX sold all the capacity at its Colossus 1 data center to Anthropic, the company behind Claude. Since then, SpaceX has signed similar leases with Google and Reflection AI. This created a new playbook for companies sitting on massive AI infrastructure. Instead of letting chips gather dust, sell the excess. Meta is following the exact same blueprint. As one analyst put it, the winners of the AI race may not be the ones providing the best models or services, but rather the ones who own the data centers. Meta's new initiative is reportedly called Meta Compute. It's led by three executives: Santosh Janardhan, who runs Meta's infrastructure, Daniel Gross from Meta's Superintelligence Labs, and Dina Powell McCormick, Meta's president. The plan has two parts. First, they'll sell raw computing power, similar to companies like CoreWeave. Second, they'll offer hosted access to Meta's AI models, including their latest closed-weight model called Muse Spark. Think of it as Amazon's AWS Bedrock service, but powered by Meta. Zuckerberg himself said entering cloud computing was definitely on the table back in May, and he noted that companies approach Meta almost every week wanting to buy access to their AI models or spare computing power. The market reaction was immediate and dramatic. When news broke on July 1, Meta's stock jumped more than 10%, easing pressure on shares that had fallen 15% year-to-date. But not everyone celebrated. CoreWeave, one of the biggest independent cloud providers, saw its stock drop almost 11% in a single day. Nebius, another neocloud competitor, fell more than 12%. The reason is simple: Meta could become both a customer and a competitor to these companies. According to analysts, the impact on the big hyperscalers like AWS and Azure might be smaller, but for the smaller neocloud companies that rely on Meta for growth, this is an existential threat. Not everyone is convinced this is a smart move. Some analysts warn that the AI infrastructure build-out is creating a bubble that depends heavily on rapidly depreciating chips. Meta's projected AI infrastructure spend for 2026 alone is up to $145 billion. Across all of big tech, AI spending now exceeds $700 billion. The big question: will there be enough end-user demand to justify these trillion-dollar bets? Meta's own AI models haven't seen massive commercial adoption yet. Muse Spark was unveiled in April but still has no scheduled release date for developers. But one thing is clear, Meta is going all in. So what does this mean for you? If you use cloud services, you're about to have a powerful new option. And if you own Meta stock, the market seems to like this direction. But the bigger story is about the insane scale of AI infrastructure investment happening right now. Meta, SpaceX, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they're all betting hundreds of billions that AI will transform everything. And they're building the digital factories to make it happen. What do you think? Is Meta's cloud play brilliant or a bubble waiting to burst? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.